I see, so Tosaka must be sensing a different master. I should warn Tosaka about this when I get home. With that settled, there's no point in me staying here any longer.
Oi, Emiya. 協力の話はどうなんだよ?
I got a middle finger? You can shove it right up your rectum. I'll have to refuse. I'm not going to help you defeat Tosaka. Besides, she hasn't done anything. I know I'll have to fight her one day, but I trust her right now, and I want her to keep on, and I want to keep on trusting her.
何かあってからじゃ遅いと思うけどね。まあ、そういうならいい。僕も君と同じく様子を見るさ。
Surprisingly, Shinji gives up. He doesn't try to stop me from going home, and he doesn't send Ryder to attack me. Shinji is a really complicated guy. No, he isn't. He may act like a jerk, but he seems to try to play fair in his own way. Fuck no, he doesn't! Hey Shinji, I know I'm harping on this, but does Sakura know about you?
知らないし、教えてやるつもりもない。マトウの跡取りは僕だからね。さくらには何も知らないまま、僕の妹でいさせてやるさ。
That would be great. I don't want Sakura's life to change.
そうか。そこまでさくらの心配をされちゃ、兄貴として礼をしないとね。よし。一ついいことを教えてやるよ。
The middle fingers have doubled. I'm sorry, you have no right to fucking say that with the shit you pull off.
誰だかは知らないけど、マスターの一人は寺に巣を張ってるよ。
What? The temple? You mean Ryudou Temple?
ああ、僕のサーバントが言うには、山には魔女が潜んでいるそうだ。大規模に魂を集めているそうだから、早めに叩かないと厄介らしい。
What? If that's true, that makes 5 masters. And if this witch is collecting a massive amount of souls, there's a high probability it's the cause of what came up in the news this morning.
話はそれだけだよ。それじゃあライダー、送ってやってよ。いいかい？エミヤは味方だから、傷つけるんじゃないぞ。
Shinji orders Ryder, and she walks closer to me. No, well, that's...
遠慮するなって。家を出るまでは僕の責任なんだから、怪我をされたら困る。ああ、ライダー。送るのは玄関まででいいからな。外にさえ出てくれば、僕とは無関係だから、それまでは丁重に送ってやれ。
Yes, please. Shinji retreats to the back room. I silently look towards Ryder. The black-garbed Ryder says nothing. What surprises me, though, is that when I take a closer look, I notice she has a graceful and innocent-looking face. Her floor-length purple hair exudes a foul odor of blood, but at the same time, she is unbelievably beautiful. I realize I'm staring because of her appearance, and I'm embarrassed for a moment, but I feel like her face and her outfits just don't match at all. I don't blame you, Shiro. I don't blame you at all. Ryder, come be my servant. If I had to boil her down to a single phrase, she's like a priestess dripping with blood. She is both holy and evil. Ryder is a walking contradiction. Actually, why are all heroic spirits so beautiful? As I think this, I find myself looking up at Ryder's face out of sheer curiosity. Wow, she's pretty tall for a woman. And that's a problem. How? She's easily 170 centimeters tall. This really isn't the time for calm observation. Being alone with her is a problem in itself. I should hurry out of the Mata mansion. Ryder sticks with me all the way to the entrance. I don't know about this. She doesn't seem alive, but maybe she'll answer if I try talking to her. All right. Is this a thing? We just get different scenes from this. Or rather, different responses. So, fuck yeah, I'm talking to Ryder. Ryder, was what Shinji said earlier true? I asked, not really expecting a response. There's no change in Ryder, just her long hair fluttering in the wind. I figured as much. Sorry for asking such a stupid question when we're supposed to be enemies. I step out through the door, raising my hand to show her my appreciation and for seeing me out. But then... I love that voice. Huh? Ryder? Ryder speaks indifferently. I realize her voice is drawing me in, and I shake my head to clear it. Thanks for the warning. And take good care of Shinji. As you can see, he's a bit of a pain, but I hope you can protect him. I catch myself getting surprised, but I manage to reply. I guess that was funny because... That's a very sweet smile. Ryder giggles softly, then disappears into the Mata house. Why did Shinji have to be our fucking master? Anyway, I think that's new info. Yep, there we are. Master Shinji. True name, we don't know yet. Gender, female. 172 centimeters. 57 kilograms. Alignment, chaotic, good. Strength C. Constitution E. Agility B. Magic B, luck D, Noble Phantasm A+. Nothing in profile. Magic Resistance B, Riding A. And we don't have her Noble Phantasm because we don't know who she is yet. I walk down the hill and return to the intersection. If I walk towards the residential area on the other side, I'll be heading home. I'll be heading home, but there's a master at Ryudou Temple, huh? That's about an hour's walk towards the mountain from here. The desolate mountain road eventually reaches the gates of Ryudou Temple. Ryudou Temple is a big temple up on the mountain. It's about the size of our school. The cemetery is large. The temple itself is like a small world of its own, with about 50 training monks living on its grounds. The people in town use Ryudou Temple for various purposes, but they also respect that it's a sacred place that shouldn't be entered lightly. Now that I think about it, I haven't been to Ryudou Temple recently. I haven't been there ever since I stayed there for some mental training last summer. I know temple life is harsh during the winter, so I was thinking about visiting during winter break. Oh shit! Speak of the devil. I run into Ryudou Temple's heir, Issei Ryudou, on the road. Hey there, is school over?
終わったとも。生徒会でやることもないので帰ってきたのだが、何かあったのか？見たところお山を眺めていたようだが。
No, there's nothing wrong. I just felt like going home.
なんとなくで授業を休まれては教師は商売上がったりだ。で、なぜお山なんぞを拝んでおったのかと聞いているのだが。
It's nothing, but can I ask you something? Has something strange happened recently?
変動など左半時だが、さりとて劇的な境地に至ることもなし。お山は日々これ平穏。しかるに平穏こそ日常よ。
Issei, I'm being serious here.
失礼な。こっちだって真面目だぞ。
I'm waxing philosophical! I'm being smart, damn it! Guess you are. Sorry to bother you.
わかればよい。俺がエミヤ相手にふざけるものか。
Issei clears his throat to calm himself down.
変化があるといえばあるのだが、どうしたものかな。
Eh? A change? At the temple?
ああ、お山ではなくうちの空気が浮ついている。親父殿の知り合いらしいのだが、少しばかり厄介な客人を迎えていてな。これが結構な美人であるから始末が悪い。まったく、皆も女一人に何を騒いでいるのやら。
A woman? Does Ryudou Temple have any nuns?
おらぬ。わけありでな。祝言まで部屋を貸し与えているのだが、いや、これが確かに美しい人でな。井戸から水を汲む姿など、俺でも目を奪われるほどだ。
What do you mean, an exception? Issei, hey, are you even listening?
いいか。だから女性はいけないんだ。女性は。式よく立つべし。落ち着け、一斉。
The student council president mumbles some sort of sutra. Hello? You okay, Issei?
問題ない。修行不足なので、より精進したいと思う。
He is most definitely not okay. I can tell he's not listening. Issei continues to mumble, giving himself a pep talk, and disappears into the town's outskirts. By the time I get back home, the sun is almost setting. And just like yesterday, I'm the first one back home. Sakura and Fujini will probably get here soon too, and Tosaka will come home later on. I'll mention what I learned from Shinji after Sakura and Fujini go home. There's no point in talking in secret when those two are around. Having decided that, I better prepare dinner. Tosaka beat me with their cooking last night, and I need to do something to improve Fujini's mood. I gotta pull double time, damn it. The secret ingredient to a great dish is time and effort rather than love. If I want to guarantee my win, I'll have to spend double the time I usually would on cooking. And so, here's what happened. She is so sore about that.
ですから私が言っているのは料理の味じゃありません。その藤村先生曰く今までで一番美味しい夕食なんですからみんなに分け与えた方がいいんじゃないかって話です。言ってることが違うと思う。東坂さん、シロの作ったご飯はあんまり食べたくないって言ったじゃない。それは朝だけの話です。夕飯はきちんととりますし、そもそも夕食は私とエミヤ君との交代制なんですから、私が食べるのは当然の権利じゃないですか。
I mean, she makes a good point.
それが嫌だというのでしたら、明日からは藤村先生が代わってください。的確に急所をついてくるその性格。くそ、こんなひどい教え子だとは思わなかったよ。
Cooking is a basic life skill, Taiga. What the hell? Says the person who can barely cook. With that, Fujini reluctantly returns the wooden container of rice to the dining table. 5 servings of my specially mixed rice safely returned to the dining table. Come on, Fujini, I made plenty of food today, so there's no need to hoard it. I made enough rice and side dishes for everyone. Munch, munch.
そうですね。でも先輩、これはちょっと作りすぎかなとか。
Clack, clack.
ええ、4人分の樽を2段重ねというのは明らかに重量過多です。
This is ironic coming from you. Chomp chomp. It's not a barrel. No, it's a round wooden container of rice. The main dish is rice today, and so I made extra. If we have any leftovers, I made them I'll make them into rice bowls for lunch tomorrow. Munch munch.
それ私の分もいい？私チャーハンは好きじゃないんだけど、これは別格。ねえねえ、なんかいろいろ入ってるけど、何入れたわけ？
Choo choo.
基本的にはキノコの炊き込みご飯ですよね。油物を混ぜる代わりに柚子で香りを取ってるあたり、細かいです。
Clank clank.
いいもん。こうなったら私一人で空にするんだから見てなさいよ。
Fujini must have given up on monopolizing the wooden container of rice, but she starts to shovel food in her mouth with alarming speed. Did it sound like my phone went off? No, it couldn't have. speaking of, I better set it up. The moment her rice bowl is empty, she throws it out, requesting another helping. It's fine, you really don't need to rush. There's plenty, Fujini.
いいの。シロのご飯は私が食べるんだから。昨日今日やってきた人にはあげないもん。
She's still so sore about that. Fujini snatches the rice bowl. Huh? I really don't get it. Sakura laughs uncomfortably. Tosaka looks exasperated and ignores Fujini, and Saber just sits eating her food. I worked pretty hard to make all this, but it looks like it might have backfired. The dinner, which I'd intended to make Tosaka admit defeat, ended up boisterously thanks to Fujini's eccentric behavior. Yeah, Fujini, get Sakura home safely. Fujini takes Sakura's hands and they turn to go. Of course I am. No normal person could ever could even move after eating so much. And the problem is that Taiga doesn't realize that people have limits. That face. You can't really expect something like that from a wild. You can't really expect something like that from a wild tiger. Hopefully, we can try to keep her contained so she doesn't run wild in polite society. See you tomorrow. Don't stay up too late, you two. I see the two off and go back to the living room. I mentioned that and I had something to tell them after dinner, so Tosaka and Saber are sitting in the living room looking serious. It's about the other masters. There's something I want to tell you two. Saber's brow furrowed slightly. As a servant, her life is focused on combat rather than a peaceful daily routine. I still don't think her wounds have completely healed. Even with her healing powers, the chest wound and Lancer's noble phantasm inflicted won't heal quickly. Excuse me. With that in mind, I hesitate to tell them about Shinji. I'm the same as Shinji. I'd want to avoid fighting as much as I can, and I don't think it's right for a young girl like Saber to wield a sword. Oh, yeah. To get right to the point, I met Ryder and her master today. Yeah, when did that happen, you fucking moron? Why didn't you get me? Fucking idiot! Whoa, hold on, calm down. It's okay. I didn't get hurt or anything. Don't get so mad. They're mad because you could have gotten yourself killed. I mean, if you died, my meal ticket goes. Tosaka and Saber are glaring at me, obviously furious. Crap. I knew they would say something about me being rash, but I never imagined they would be so livid. I met the master this afternoon. I just followed him because he wanted to talk, and I didn't fight him or anything. He's the worst piece of shit in the world. What sort of person? It was Shinji. He called out to me when I was walking around school looking for sources of the bounded field. He said he wanted to talk, so I followed him to the motto house. Yeah, Ryder was obeying Shinji, and he knew about the Holy Grail War. Apparently, the Motto family is a noble family of mages.
それはそうだけど、そんなはずないのよ。マトウの家は先代でもう枯渇しているはずだもの。何があろうとマトウの子供に魔術回路はつかない。これは絶対よ。
Tosaka seems pretty sure of what she's saying. If she says so, then Shinji and Sakura really don't have any magic circuits. Yeah, Shinji said the same thing, but he said he still knows about magecraft, and that since he's the eldest male, the knowledge was passed down to him. So Sakura doesn't know anything. Anyway, that means he is a master similar to me. He doesn't have any magical energy, so you weren't able to detect him.
そう、まずったわね。確かにそういうケースだってあるか。魔導書が残っているんならマスターになるぐらいはできるだろうし。もう、それじゃあ私の行動ってあいつに筒抜けだったんだ。バカ。
He was just lucky. Tosaka is beating herself up for what she's done so far. She may be almost flawless, but it seems like she can be kind of ditzy too. The problem is, most of those goths turned out to be fatal.
私のミスだわ。シンジのことはしっかりマークしておくべきだった。知っていたら結界を張らせるなんてこともなかったのに。
Oh, about that, Shinji said he wasn't the one who set up the bounded field over the school. He said there's another master at school.
ええ、それはそうでしょうね。学校にはまだ一人、私たちの知らないマスターがいるのは明白よ。けどシロ、あなたまさか結界を張ってないっていうシンジの言葉を信じてるの？
Oh, fuck no. I wouldn't trust that guy as far as I could throw him. No, I'm not that much of a sucker. As long as Shinji is in our school, I'd give a 50-50 chance it was his doing. The other half is done by the other master.
半分ね。その時点で大した不通しだと思うけど。
God damn, go for the jugular again.
まあ、それはそれでいいわ。そういう余分なところがあなたの味だし。だからこそシンジは正体を明かしたんだろうしさ。まあいいわ。それでシンジと何を話したのよ、あなた。
He asked whether I wanted to team up with him. Shinji has no intention of fighting, and it sounded like he wanted to work with someone, so long as he knew them.
シロ、あなたまさかシンジと。
No, you turn this kind of thing down. You turn this kind of thing down normally, right? I've already teamed up with you anyway. Even if I were to answer, I should consult you. I should first consult you too.
それはそうだけど、でも断ったって言った？
Yeah, I know I should have consulted you about this, but I made my decision about Shinji on my own. There wasn't much to talk to you about it anyway. Oh, but did I do something rash?
別にシロの判断は正しいんじゃない？まあ、あんた個人にお呼びがかかったんなら、私が文句を言う筋合いでもないけどさ。
The way she's mumbling makes her seem, well, not quite herself. That was all I talked to Shinji about. I saw Ryder too, but it didn't seem like she was that powerful of a servant to me. She's definitely not she's definitely not like Berserker, and she didn't seem as intense as Lancer. Ryder seemed decent.
マスターがそう実感したのなら確かでしょう。ですが、サーバントの進化は手にした宝具に左右されます。ライダーが何者であるか判明するまでは油断はしないようにしろ。
A plus. Yeah, I have no clue what hero Ryder is. You know, Lancer and Berserker obviously look like heroes, but Ryder didn't seem didn't quite have that same aura. I feel like she's different from typical servants.
普通のサーバントとは違うですか。私には分かりませんが、リンならシローの違和感が説明できますか。え？ああ、うん。理屈だけなら分かるわよ。サーバントがどんな英霊かは呼び出されたマスターに左右されるって話。結構似た者同士になるのよ、マスターとサーバントは。
How am I similar to this fucking moron?
つまり高潔な人物がマスターなら、それに近い霊格をした英霊が召喚される。逆に言えば、心に深い傷を持った人間が英霊を呼び出せば、同じように傷を負った英霊が現れるわ。シローがライダーに感じた違和感はそれでしょうね。いびつな心を持つマスターは、時として英雄ではなく、英霊に近いだけの怨霊を呼び出してしまうのよ。
A vengeful goes close to a heroic spirit. Is that what you meant before?
ええ、血を見るのは大好き。人殺しなんて何とも思わないような暴虐者よ。実際残忍さだけが伝承に残っている英雄だっているんだから、そういうやつがサーバントになってもおかしくはないわ。
Is that true? Now that I think about it, I smell blood on Ryder, but I did get the impression that she was a bloodthirsty murderer. That's all I have on Ryder. There's one more thing, and this might be the most important point. According to Ryder, there's apparently a master in Ryudou Temple. Someone is collecting magical energy from everyone in town. What do you two think of that?
竜道寺。竜道寺ってあの山のてっぺんにある寺のこと？
Yeah, that's the one. Do you know anything about it, Tosaka?
まさかその逆よ。竜道寺なんて行ったことないもの。どんなマスターか知らないけど、そんな偏僻なところに陣取ろうなんて思わないわよ、普通。
Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I heard there was a master at Ryudou Temple. Being there might not draw much attention, but there are a ton of monks living in the temple. We would definitely hear about it if they pulled something strange.
いまいち信用できないわね、その話。仮にそうだとしても、竜道寺って郊外のさらに郊外にあるんでしょ？そこから深山と神道、両方に手を伸ばすなんて大魔術っていうより魔力の無駄遣いよ。集めた魔力を使ってもそんな大規模な術は不可能だもの。
Tosaka thinks for a moment, looking troubled. I'm relying on her experience here, so I can't interrupt her.
いいえ、シローの話は信憑性が高い。あの寺院を抑えたのなら、その程度の魔術は自然に行えるのですから。
Huh? Do you know about Ryudou Temple, Saber? I haven't taken you there yet.
忘れたのですか、シロー。私は前回も聖杯戦争に参加しています。この町のことは熟知していますし、あの寺院が落ちた霊脈ということも知っています。落ちた霊脈？ちょっと待って、それってうちのことよ。なんだって一つの土地に地脈の中心点が2つもあるっていうのよ。それは私にも分かりませんが、とにかくあの寺は魔術師にとって神殿とも言える土地です。この地域の命脈が流れ落ちる場所と聞きますから、魂を集めるには絶好の拠点となるでしょう。魔術師は自然の流れに手を加えるだけで町中から生命力を回収できる。そんな話初めて聞いたわ。けど確かにそれなら町の人間から生命力をかすめ取っていくこともできるわよね。
So that area is spiritually powerful, right? That's just obvious. So otherwise, people wouldn't have built the temple up there in the first place.
そんなの当たり前じゃない。言われなくても分かってるわよ。
I figured as much. Temples and shrines have traditionally been built where there are gods to protect the town. Monks don't pray to gods and Buddha to offer blessings. Instead, their job is to seal any areas that people believe are unlucky, to ward off calamity. So based on that, it's no surprise that the mountain and where Ryudou is located is a special place. Hey, don't tell me you thought Ryudou Temple was just there for show.
そうよ、悪い？今まであるだけの寺だと思ってたわよ。あの寺には実践派の砲術師がいないんだから。
Practicing thaumaturges? What's that?
度胸や心身、祈願以外で霊を成仏させる連中のこと。各社は神仏の力だけでことをなすそうだけど、修行が浅い僧侶は神仏に届かないから、私たちみたいに自身の力を上乗せして術をなすの。そういう連中が集まって組織みたいになっているのがあるのよ、この国には。私たちとは相入れない連中だから詳しくは知らないけどさ。そんなことより寺のことよ。あの寺が霊脈だとしたら、まず真っ先に抑えようとするのがマスターでしょ。おかしいじゃない。なんで他の連中はそんな場所を見逃しているのよ。
Because Ryudou Temple is there. It's under surveillance, so it wouldn't be abused.
龍道寺の僧侶はみんな純粋な修行僧じゃない。私たちみたいに外れた連中じゃないんだから、そんな人たちを丸め込むぐらいマスターなら造作もないわ。いいえり、それは違う。確かにマスターならばあの寺院を制圧するのはたやすいでしょう。しかしあの山にはマスターにとって都合の悪い結界が張られているのです。
It makes them eepy.
私たちに都合の悪い結界？はい、あの山には自然霊以外を排除しようとする法術が働いている。生身の人間に影響はありませんが、私たちサーバントには文字通り鬼門なのです。自然霊以外を排除する。それじゃあサーバントはあの山には入れないってこと？入れないことはありませんが、能力は低下するでしょう。足を踏み入れるたびに近づいてはならない という令状を受けるようなものですから。それじゃあどうやって竜道寺のマスターはサーバントを維持しているのよ。いえ、寺院の中に入ってしまえば結界はありません。元より結界とは寺院を守る境界線と聞きます。結界は外来者を拒むだけのものですから、それ以上の能力はありません。じゃあなんとか中に入ってしまえばサーバントを律する法術はないってこと？けどおかしいな。そんな風に寺院を密閉させたら地脈そのものが止まるじゃない。せめて一本ぐらい道を開けておかないと地脈の中心点にはなり得ないんじゃない？はい、寺院の道理で言えば正しい門から来訪した者は拒めません。その教えに従っているのか、寺に続く参道にだけは結界が張れないと聞きました。
So tried and true American action and hero strategy. We just go through the front door.
あの寺院は正門のみ。私たちサーバントを律する力が働いていないのです。なるほど。そりゃそうよね。すべての門を閉じたら中の空気が宿るもの。ただ一つだけ作られた正門か。私が教えられることはそれだけです。では結論を。マスターがいると判明したのですから、取るべき手段は一つだけだと思いますが。
I know what Saber wants to say. Her eyes are telling me that since we know the enemy's location, we need to attack. But
私はパス。どうにも罠臭いし、正直それだけの情報じゃ動けないわ。相手のホームグラウンドに行くんなら、せめてどんなサーバントを連れているのか判明するまで待つべきよ。意外ですね。リンならば戦いに赴くと思ったのですが。
I thought you were every much. It's the fucking idiot this guy is.
侮ってもらって結構よ。こっちはアーチャーがまだ本調子じゃないし、しばらくは傍観するわ。
On that note, more food.
わかりました。それではシロ、私たちだけで寺院に赴きましょう。
Saber is matter of fact about it, but I'm. This is one we do need to save on. And we need a new slot for it. Yeah, we don't fight. No, I agree with Tosaka. We shouldn't be going there yet.
あなたまで戦わないというのですか。バカな。今まで体を休めていたのは何のためです。敵の所在が判明した以上、打って出るのが戦いというものでしょう。
I know that, but we need to wait, Saber. If the master at Ryudou Temple is so thoroughly prepared they have set a trap for us, rushing in without a plan is suicide. Tosaka's right. We should at least wait until Archer's recovered.
そのような危険は当然です。初めから無傷で勝利を得ようなどと思ってはいません。 敵の罠が体を貫こうとこの首を渡さなければ戦える。どのような深手を負おうとマスターさえ倒せればいいのではないのですか。
Saber, Saber, Saber. You're being an idiot, Saber. We know nothing about the Master. Absolutely nothing. Charging in would be could very well end in your death. You might well lose that head. So it would be better to hold off until we have more information. What? Don't be such a fool. Who would ever say it's okay to get hurt? It's fine going in and knowing the risks, but a suicidal mission is stupid. As your master, I can't let you do something so dangerous. Going over to Ryudou Temple would be suicide, no question. The lone road leading up to the temple, well, is sure to be packed with traps and obstacles, maybe both. If one thing is going, it's one thing to go in expecting dangers, but doing it without a plan to deal with them is suicidal. No matter how powerful Saber is, she's still held back by my weakness. I would hate for her to push herself to fight and end up. If it ends up like it did last time, I can't agree. I can't agree to just charge him blindly.
何を言うかと思えば。いいですか、マスター。サーバントは傷を負うものです。それを恐れて戦いを避けるなど、私のマスターには許しません。
Fine, it doesn't matter if you don't allow it. If you're going to keep being reckless, I'll stop you as many times as I have to. If you don't like it, then hurry up and heal yourself. You're not fully healed, are you?
戦闘に支障はありません。傷を理由に戦いを先延ばしにするなどと、そのような気遣いは不要です。
Saber just won't change her mind about fighting. Why doesn't she understand, no matter what I say? Yeah, well, I'm not budging. You lost to Berserker before. Are you going to push through and keep on fighting so we can both be defeated again? You gotta be kidding me. I don't want to get killed all over again. And then I expected Saber to argue. Instead, she just draws a breath and
それを言うのは卑怯ではないですか、シロ。
Her tone is apologetic. I'm sorry to be unfair, but I'm still not willing to attack yet. I know I can't let the master at Ryudou Temple do as they please, but we're in no condition to fight. If we rush in now when we are defeated, then who will stop the master at Ryudou Temple? Listen, we're going to attack, but only after your wound is healed and we're in peak condition. If you have a problem with that, go find another master.
わかりました。マスターがそういうのでしたら。
Saber's voice is quiet as she answers. Then she falls silent.